Edwin Sifuna receives bad news from Kang'o Jaramogi that has threatened to disrupt and end the Mwananchi faction. Welcome to Kenya Lens Media, where we give you news updates as they break. And kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing. The Orange Democratic Movement will hold a special delegates convention on March 27th, where party delegates are expected to formally endorse Oburu Odinga as the party leader and approve the start of the structured negotiations with President William Ruto and the United Democratic Alliance. The announcement has been confirmed by the ODM Deputy Chairperson Otiende Amolo, who has moved to clarify the agenda of the highly anticipated meeting amid growing speculation and internal debate within the party. According to Amolo, the convention will strictly focus on two key matters. First, the formal endorsement of Oburu Odinga as the party leader. Second, granting approval for the party to begin structured negotiations with President William Ruto and his United Democratic Alliance party. These two items, he says, are the only business to be discussed, nothing more, nothing less. The decision to endorse Oburu Odinga is now new within ODM's top leadership structures. It has already gone through the several layers of internal approval, and Amolo explains that the National Executive Council, the Central Committee and National Governing Council, and the parliamentary group have all backed the move. What remains now is the final procedural step, a formal endorsement by delegates, and this says will seal the leadership question once and for all. The endorsement comes at a time when ODM is navigating a period of transition and internal restructuring, and for supporters of the move, it represents continuity and stability within the party. For others, it raises questions about inclusivity and internal democracy. Still, the party leadership appears determined to move forward with a clear and controlled process. Amolo has emphasized that the upcoming meeting is not a full national delegation or the delegates convention. Instead, it is a special delegates convention. That distinction, he says, is critical. It means that the meeting has been convened for a special and specific limited purpose, and that purpose must be respected. Party members have been warned against introducing new or unrelated agenda items, and Amolo has issued a firm caution. Anyone attempting to bring additional matters to the convention will be wasting their time. This directive appears to be aimed at addressing growing speculation and internal lobbying within ODM ranks. In recent days, reports have circulated suggesting that the convention could be used to introduce new leadership positions. Among them, the possible creation of a deputy party leader role, and this position, according to some reports, was being considered as a way to accommodate East African Legislative Assembly member Winnie Odinga. At the same time, there has been talk of potential changes in the party's secretariat. Some of the members have reportedly proposed Mpakasi East MP Babu Wino as a possible replacement of the Secretary General position. However, these discussions have not been formally included in the convention agenda, and they have now been firmly dismissed by the party leadership. Oburu Odinga himself has urged the public to treat such claims as false, and the leadership insists that the focus must remain on the two agreed items: the endorsement of leadership and approval of political negotiations. The second agenda item, the proposed negotiations with President William Ruto, marks a potentially significant shift in ODM's political strategy, and if approved, Oburu Odinga will lead these talks on behalf of the party. The nature of the scope of these negotiations have not been detailed publicly, but the approval alone signals a willingness to engage and possibly reshape political alignments, and this comes against the backdrop of the evolving political landscape in the country, where alliances are being tested and the new partnerships are being explored. For ODM, the decision to enter structured talks could have far-reaching implications both with the party and across the broader political environment. However, even as the party prepares for this critical moment, internal divisions remain visible. A faction within ODM known as Linda Mwananchi has openly challenged the legitimacy of the upcoming convention. The group has vowed to boycott the meeting altogether, raising concerns about the process and decisions being made. Instead of attending the convention, the faction plans to hold a separate rally in Nairobi on the same day. This parallel event is expected to take place at Jamhuri grounds, directly coinciding with the party's official gathering. The development highlights the depth of the internal disagreements within ODM and underscores the challenges facing its leadership, maintaining unity, managing expectations, and steering the party through a period of change. The absence of the Linda Mwananchi faction from the convention could also impact perceptions of the process, particularly in terms of inclusivity and representation. Yet despite these tensions, the party leadership appears focused on moving forward with a clear agenda and a defined outcome. The Special Delegates Convention is expected to proceed as planned, with the delegates gathering to make decisions that could reshape the future of the party. At its core, the meeting represents a moment of consolidation, an effort to formalize leadership and define the party's next steps. The endorsement of Oburu Odinga would mark significant milestone not just for the individual but for the party as a whole. And the approval of negotiations with President William Ruto would open a new chapter in political engagement, one that may influence the direction of national politics in the months ahead. For party members and supporters, the convention is more than just a meeting. It is a test of unity, of leadership, and the party's ability to navigate internal challenges while staying focused on its broader goals. As March 27th approaches, attention will remain firmly on ODM, on its leaders, and on the decisions that will be made behind closed doors, decisions that may ultimately define the path forward. As the delegates gather, the choices they make will not only shape the future of their party, but may also leave a lasting mark on the country's political direction. That is all for today from Kenya Lens Media. Kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing.